Hi, thank you for tuning in. We're on location on this farm we trap in Connecticut along our coyote line. It's April. It was a hard winter in Connecticut. The ground is finally thawed, kind of dried up. So we're going and we're pulling all our padded jaws. Our Jake traps, MB 550s, and our Victor coil springs, number 3 padded jaws. Yes, I use Victor number 3 padded jaws after I modify them. Anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the tools. You're going to need your stake puller and your little shovel. Now this shovel here isn't your ordinary trap line shovel. Let me adjust the camera if I can. That's a metal detecting shovel. You can get it on Amazon for like 40 bucks. They make it with a longer handle. It's called the Mini Digger Root Slayer. It's great for metal detecting, but it's also great for some tasks along the trap line. As you can see, the tip of it's not too long. It's great for digging pockets, but you can only dig them 9-10 inches deep. You could see. If that's all you need for a pocket, you're golden. Because let me tell you, that little root slayer cuts through roots, moves rocks. For metal detecting, it's a cool little shovel. So last year I tried it on the trap line, or this past season. I didn't dig any pockets with it. I don't really dig pockets anymore with DPs and bottom edge sets. You'd say I'm lazy, getting old. But for making trap beds along the water, shaving a bank, it fit the bill very nicely. Okay? It just cuts through, and you got to keep it sharp and clean like any other shovel. But again, you can dig a pocket. I think this is 9 inches deep, maybe 10. So if that's all you need, this would be a really great shovel. Okay? And as you can see, the way it tapers, the back of the pocket will be smaller than the opening. Again, they make it with a longer handle. I think I'm going to buy one just for trapping, but this was great. Fit right in my pack basket. It's easy to carry, but it's also a great tool or shovel for digging out chain stakes. And let me show you. I got to move the camera, so come with me, and we'll show you what we're going to do here. As you can see, we got a nice Jake trap that was new this year. It was a little rusted. Let me get the camera adjusted. Okay, let me get it over here. And now, after I used it, I caught a coyote. I'll rinse it off, let it rust a little bit more, and then dye it. Hang on 1 minute. And our stake puller. Okay. I got my knee pads on, just little rocks or sticks. Keep my pants a little clean. I just want to show you this set here. I made it underneath this cypress tree, and it stayed snow-proof when we started early season getting snow out in this field. And I only caught the one coyote, and then I never reset it. But this travel way, if you look down here, I got another one over there. That was the day I got one there, one here. I got the double right over there. They come down here. But you can see the cypress tree or fir tree or whatever it is. And also, when I was looking, I noticed early season, before I made the set, you can see the rock wall, but can you see the trail? I said that's a deer, coyote trail, fox trail, whatever. I knew the raccoons, everything would be following that trail, especially the coyotes, and that's what I wanted. But anyway, that's enough of that. And let me readjust the camera here for y'all. Alright, so as I was saying, this little shovel, got our Jake trap. We got it pinned down here. I like chain stakes, okay? Some guys use cable. I never tried it. Not going to badmouth it. They'll go pull their traps, cut the cable. In Connecticut, we only average 25 to 26 bucks for our coyotes this year, which isn't bad, finally. We don't have the best coyote in the country, eastern coyote. So every little bit counts. I was thinking about going to cable and then just cutting it. I'll stick with the Fox Hollow. But the easiest way I found, I've used tile spades, all kinds of shovels to try to pull up my bullet stakes with a stake puller. You can see the hole there where I had the bait. And this little shovel here, this little root slayer, is one badass little shovel. All I'm doing is loosening the dirt. And if you ever use these chain stakes, you know how tough they are to pull out. Okay, again, taking time, trying to keep the dirt here, because when I'm done, I'm going to fill it back in the hole. Don't want the farmer's tire to fall in here. Plus, if I can, make a set right next to it next year. So, but all I'm doing is going around, as you can see, and loosening up the shovel, or excuse me, the dirt where the bullet stake is anchored. Okay? That's all I'm doing. And a big shovel, garden shovel, takes too much time. This little handle gives you some great leverage. And this I'm just saying, this thing is a little digger, man. I clean it out. Go around it. Don't try to pop that out with the shovel, then you may break it. Again, just loosening up the dirt around where the anchor is. I mean, you may have your own favorite shovel as it is, but I just want to show you what I use. And what I use now, because I found it just puller. This puller. Oh, I think I heard the farmer fire up the tractor. Oh, this puller here, just your standard puller, I guess, from F&T. Probably many on the market like it. I had to drill a hole, put a giant quick link, and put this. So I'll put that like that. No big deal. I don't care what puller you use. Sometimes it pulls on the chain, or the chain pulls through until it hooks. Sometimes it's not that easy to get out after you dig. See what I mean? Sometimes it jams on a rock. But it started coming up. I'll just take my little shovel. Couple more digs and see if that helps. Ooh, no, it's on a rock. I got caught on a rock. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I sit down because I can put a little weight behind it. But anyway, there we go. I forgot my drill bit. Usually I bring my drill bit with a T-handle that I had welded on. Fits right in there, cleans it right out now. So I'll use a stick now. And if you clean it out at the set, it just saves time later on in the summer when I'm working on traps. Sometimes a stick is useful. Get some of it out, if you will. Again, I got a little drill bit. I forget what size with a T-handle. I put it in, ream it, hit it, ream it, and that gets it pretty clean. But when I'm working on traps this summer to get them ready for the next season, I'll check them anyway, all these bullet stakes. It's almost all the way cleaned out already. Good to go. Again, I'll check them when I work on each trap. So, there we go. But there we go, pulled that J-trap nice and simple. So if you need a digger to get to the bottom of your stakes or your bullet stakes, whatever you use, and you're not happy with the shovel you've been using, get yourself this little metal detecting shovel. You saw how quick I cut through the dirt. I got one more trap to pull here, then off to the next farm. We're gonna spend the day pulling traps. And that's about it. Thanks for tuning in with Trapper Don's Baits and Lures, pulling traps.